it's past time now that you made a choice and decided which way you was going to go. Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you're a first-time visitor. Click subscribe while you're here. Now, recently I did a series of readings about Jupiter conjunct the Galactic Center. Yeah, I finally said it right. Blissfully forgetting that for 2 days of that 5-day conjunction, Venus is stationed right in front of Jupiter. So it is not just a Jupiter galactic download, but a Jupiter and Venus galactic download for at least 2 days, the 22nd and the 23rd. So considering I'd already done the galactic download readings, this time my question for those 2 days is how best to apply the energies. So sit back and I'll bring up the cards. Okay, Leo. Well, the first thing in answer to the question how best to apply the energies of the Venusian galactic download has to be stop being so stubborn. You know that you already have a lot of options. And you've been guided to the vast majority of these options. It's past time now that you made a choice and decided which way you was going to go, because whichever way you are going, you have commitment of those around you, and you are going to make progress, albeit slow but steady progress. Maybe not something like the lion would like to bound ahead and then nap. You're feeling like you're having to leave things, and yes, you are having to leave things, but you need to stop hiding your own inner light, because what crosses you is 5 of Wands and the Emperor. You're being stubborn about something. I get the impression you're being stubborn about something you don't want to let go of, but by holding on to that something, that is creating conflict. It's creating conflict with those with whom bonds can't be broken. These are good friends, these are people in your life, these are family members, people who aren't going to disappear and abandon you, but it's very much that you are digging your heels in and going, no, I'm not, I'm sticking with this. I don't care what people say. But you already have so many other options that have been highlighted to you. It's not just you have one direction that Spirit is guiding you. Spirit has offered a cornucopia of different directions for you to go, each one good for you. But I do feel that you have to pick one, because it's almost like you refused your intuition and didn't want to come into your own power. It is not too late. So if you're kicking yourself because you've seen that you've made a decision, it's more to the point that you've seen that you haven't made a decision already. That window is still open, but you need to make a decision soon. There is something that you would like to do, but you feel that you can't do. There's a warring nature where a dream has been shown to you, and whether it's, I would really like to do that, but I can't do that, I won't do that, that's not me. And I feel that's more the case. This is not an external battle. This is not somebody else turning around saying, you cannot do that. This is you saying you cannot do it. Because of some reason, even though part of your system goes on fire at the thought of doing it, there is another part of your system that goes, that is not me, I refuse to do that, that is not who I am, that is not who I'm going to be. But this part of you that says, no, it will be fun, it will be great, enjoy it, is the one to listen to. You're You're holding yourself back for some reason. I can't quite see what that reason is, other than you're doing it incredibly stubbornly. Other people seem to be aware that you are going to have to move. You are going to have to move to do what you're wanting to do, whether this is emotionally, philosophically, geographically, whatever. You are going to have to move in some way, shape, or form. And they're aware that whichever option you choose, there is a burden around you. But you really, really don't want to make this choice. It's almost as if there's aspects of your lower nature that is dictating this, because you are you're stubbornly going, no, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. Now, the answer of these cards, or the advice of these cards, is do it already. There is wish fulfillment in there for you. There is slow and steady progress in there for you. You will be able to clear out a lot of the clutter far better than what you think you are. Your brain will be tested. It is the right thing for you to actually go ahead and do. Why are you stopping yourself? I mean, there's a chance that there is it's because of a love relationship that you are not doing this. Only a small chance, because there's two lots of lovers cards here, but I'm not getting a relationship from either of them. I'm getting more choice or the inability to accept a choice. But in your hopes and fears, you have the Lover's card clarified by the Devil. Now, I always like to clarify the Devil card wherever it turns up. So let's have a look. What is it that you're fearing that is holding you back? Okay, this one. Two of Swords. Halthus builds tower and provides weapons and ammunition. Sends soldiers to appointed places. You're seeing some form of cost in your life that you're not wanting to pay. You're fearing that by taking whichever one of these many options, is that you're going to have to send somebody somewhere. So it's each of these options involves cutting ties somewhere, and that's something that you're not really willing to do, but you are not going to move until you make a decision. And I don't think that what you see as cutting ties is anywhere near as drastic as what I think you see it as. From this phrase, send soldiers to appointed places, you will be sending people to where they are supposed to be. Not just cutting them out, not just casting them aside. You are doing good by them by sending them these places. So if it feels like cutting out for you, I want to say it's not. These arguments that you're having at the moment, they're all to do with your own stubbornness. They're all to do with your own unwillingness to set foot on this path that Spirit is very much put 6-mile-high neon flaming letters in the sky going, this way, come this way for enlightenment, come this way to evolve, come this way for progress. And you're going, no, can't see it, not going to see it, refuse to see it. If I see that, it means I'm mad. And if I'm mad, I have to hang out with those people. And those people are crazy, so I don't want to hang out with them. So I don't want to do it. So I'm not mad, so I'm not doing it. So there. Might I suggest that that's maybe not the most constructive attitude? You will be supported. You have bonds around you that will not be broken. If people are seeing you carrying a burden that's too heavy for you, they will help. But that burden ain't too heavy for you, mate. You know, it's that burden is more stretching your brain than your body. It is giving you a whole new area of life for discovery. Prosperity lies ahead if you actually set foot on this path. Make a decision, go for whichever option brings the most fire up in you, and do not count the "I am not doing that, that's not who I am" reaction. Ignore that, because I really feel that the option that brings the most fire up in you is the option that also brings the most "oh my God, that's not me" reaction. It can be you, it could be you, and more to the point, although you don't think you would enjoy being that person, you'll love it. You will love it. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What you are feeling with that stubbornness, with that is not who I am, they're old rules that ain't going to serve you anymore. There's nothing wrong with them in their place, which now their place is history. They served you to get you here, but now you need a whole new set of rules and a whole new "this is who I am" image. And you have so many options right now and commitment to yourself from spirit and from those around you, that you now have the ability to choose one of those options and go, that's where I want to be. That's who I want to be next. Bear in mind that you are traveling through the zodiac. You are not the same person from life to life. You're not the same person from month to month. So you can design who you want to be. There is an essential who you are, but with that essential who you are, there's a whole load of crap that is lessons that you've learned that maybe you need to unlearn, lessons that you haven't learned, baggage of trauma and past hurts that probably need just getting rid of, resolving, hand it over to the angels, to spirit, put into the bonfire, however you get through all this stuff. I would say pick the option that lights the most fire inside you, but at the same time awakens the most resistance in you. That way, you will be showing your self a real bit of self-love and tough love. Because when there's part of you that screams, "I will not do that, I will not be that," why not? And I don't think that you can answer the why not yet. You just know you don't want to do that, even though so much of you is already saying, "Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, look at where that road leads. Look at all the things that are on that road, and I can't even see the end of it yet." So when you're having this reaction of "that's not me, I'm not doing it," that point of view needs exploring a little bit more and have a little bit more thought in it. When you say, "I'm not doing it," you need to be able to answer why you're not doing it. And once you've answered why you're not doing it, look at the reasons that you've come up with and go, is that valid? Really? Or is it an outmoded concept that I got from my grandparents, great-grandparents, historically echoed down through the family? We're in a different time. You listen to all the astrologers and all the new agers and all the what have you. You only have to look at the pace that technology is expanding and that the world's destroying itself environmentally. We're in a different time. We need to do things differently. So do you. Okay, so if this actually means anything to you, comment down below, press subscribe while you're there. In the meantime, stay tuned for any more videos. I will no doubt have more stuff for Leo coming out over the next month or so. Cheers.